Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go from Santa Clara. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First down. A gain of 16.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
To the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 5. On play action, here's Darnold. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receivers saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 11. And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Darnold now on first and 10. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is going to wind up 49er football. They have it.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game. Like, when you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Niners first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll get this out wide. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And this is the tricky element of these deep balls, Mike. You want to hit the guy in stride. You want the touchdown. You want the beautiful highlight play. But sometimes you're better off underthrowing a receiver than you are overthrowing them, because as we see time and time again throughout the league, an underthrown deep ball, more times than not, leads to a pass interference call.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
A gain of
A
26
big
yards.
one there on third down. Good for 26 yards.
First down.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the #1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. Room to run inside the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Seattle.
A gain of 19 yards.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big gain.
He'll step up and run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. In this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. And he'll get about 5. So we come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter. Now here's 2nd and goal as we are ready to get back underway. He pulls it in around the 5. And forget the pylon. He's not even close. He's going to be run out back at the 4.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Down this close, 3rd and goal, I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on 4th down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6?
On 4th down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This about as short as you can get. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Niners heading out in their NFL rivalry-inspired uniforms for the faithful. That's the term the 49ers supporters use throughout the years. But if you look closely, you see faithful is written above the numbers on the front. And those numbers really stand out, a nod to the graphic style of font, if you will, that was used during that golden era of 49er football. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. They're going to work this down inside the 45. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Throw, left side, complete to Pearson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, 49ers.
At the 19-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers move out to a 7-3 lead.
Niners 7, Seahawks 3.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. And he's down close to the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds. And as for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To throw again is Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Seattle.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Really? Are you kidding me?
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Darnold to the air once more. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Here's Darnold again. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Short one there, caught by Kittle.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Purdy now on 3rd and 2. He's got his man complete to Pearsall.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Purdy. Will find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's a 4th down. On comes Thomas Morstead. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. To return, it's Shaheed. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Shotgun run now with Walker. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this 1st half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Fourth down.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Back deep for the Niners is Sky Moore. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This one is caught by Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. He's taken down just shy of midfield. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
And that'll be good for a gain of about 4 as he is forced out of bounds.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
2nd and 5. Back to the air again is Purdy. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
3rd and short. Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. First down, 49ers.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
This throw left side caught by Kittle. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Purdy going to put it up again. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the air is Purdy. Back to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Niners extend their lead to 10-6.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Darnold now on 1st and 10. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if first half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Niners first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
On the bootleg, It's Purdy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, 49.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
Again in the air for Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at him. It's 1st and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll throw again with Purdy. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half. Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6.
Seahawks 6.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Well, Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
hits him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
On the return, it's Moore. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense getting set to get back to work. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. Finding room to the 20. And he's into the end zone yet again. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And make it 3 touchdowns now. Remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Seahawks 6. Eddie Pinheiro set
So
to
now,
kick
after
off.
the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
From the 35, here's second and a couple. Darnold now to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup. But that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
On first and 10, here's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second and a yard. Here's Darnold again. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Shaheed in motion. Throwing. Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down push. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll try it now with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
To throw on first down is Darnold. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Barner. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 14-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and a yard. To throw is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. To the pylon, he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are able to cut into the deficit.
Seahawks 13.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Open man is Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
49ers 1st down. First and 10 at the
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Short one there, caught by Kittle. And the Niners are going to be looking at first and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays. And that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
On play action, here's Darnold. He's going to keep it himself. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Huff brings it in left side. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 1. They'll run here with Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
10 yards on the play.
A gain there of 13 yards.
First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
In motion is Barner. Here's Darnold. He'll be forced to just blow that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Here's a third down and 4. Darnold to throw again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
It's now
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Kittle is the man in motion. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
3rd down. Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
McCaffrey, and he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. A tight end in motion now. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The tight end motioning left here. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard.
That's another 49er 1st down.
Great work there by the interior of this offensive line, the center, the 2 guards, really working together to create that hole up the middle. And then it's just the vision of the back, Mike. There's a fine line between hitting that full speed, but also having a little bit of patience to let that play develop.
2nd and 11. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.